It's time to awaken to the truth of your existence and embrace the profound interconnectedness of all things. In our quest for a meaningful life, we often seek answers in the world around us, but the true wisdom lies within, governed by the unseen laws that shape our reality. These universal principles, though invisible to the naked eye, are the forces that direct the course of our lives, guiding us toward a deeper understanding of our place in this vast cosmos. Today, we delve into these 12 profound laws that govern not only the universe, but also the essence of who we are. As we explore these laws, you will discover the immense power you hold in shaping your destiny. By aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with these universal truths, you can step into the role of a conscious creator, transforming your life in ways you've never imagined. I hope you'll feel inspired to explore more about the mysteries of the universe and how they shape our lives. I invite you to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. The law of divine oneness is the cornerstone of all universal laws, emphasizing the profound truth that everything in the universe is interconnected. It reminds us that separation is an illusion. In reality, we are all threads in the same tapestry of existence. Every thought we think, every word we utter, and every action we take sends ripples through the cosmic web, influencing not only our own lives, but the lives of others and the universe at large. This understanding calls us to approach life with a sense of responsibility, knowing that our inner world directly impacts the outer world. Recognizing this interconnectedness transforms the way we interact with the world. It invites us to live with greater compassion, empathy, and awareness, understanding that the energy we project into the universe inevitably finds its way back to us. When we choose thoughts of love, kindness, and unity, we contribute to a collective consciousness that uplifts and supports the greater good. Conversely, negative thoughts and actions create a ripple of discord that reverberates far beyond our immediate experience, affecting the global community and the planet itself. When we live in accordance with this law, we become co-creators with the universe, participating consciously in the unfolding of our destiny and the destiny of the world. It is through this awareness that we can truly live in alignment with the divine, realizing that we are not just in the universe. We are the universe. The law of vibration teaches us that at the core of our existence, everything is energy, vibrating at various frequencies. This fundamental principle extends to all aspects of life, including our thoughts, emotions, and even the physical objects we encounter. The vibrations we emit through our mental and emotional states resonate with the vibrations of the universe, creating a powerful interaction that shapes our reality. Every thought we think, every emotion we feel, carries a specific frequency, sending out signals that draw corresponding energies back into our lives. High vibrational states, such as love, joy, and gratitude, resonate with the higher frequencies of the universe, attracting experiences that reflect these positive energies. When we cultivate these states of being, we align ourselves with the natural flow of abundance, harmony, and well-being. On the other hand, lower vibrational states like fear, anger, and despair attract experiences of a similar frequency, often manifesting as obstacles, conflicts, and negative outcomes. This law invites us to become aware of the energy we are putting out into the world, recognizing that we have the power to influence our circumstances through the vibrations we choose to emit. Understanding the law of vibration empowers us to take control of our inner world. By consciously elevating our thoughts and emotions, we can shift our frequency and, in turn, transform our external reality. The law of action is a crucial principle that underscores the importance of aligning our actions with our thoughts and desires. While it is essential to dream and set intentions, these remain intangible until they are translated into purposeful action. Manifestation is not a passive process. It requires us to take deliberate steps toward our goals, bridging the gap between the mental and the physical realms. This law teaches us that our dreams are not meant to stay in the ethereal space of the mind, but are meant to be brought to life through action. Action is the catalyst that turns potential into reality. It is through our actions that we shape our future, bringing our thoughts and desires into the material world. The universe responds to movement. When we take action, we signal our commitment to our goals and desires, inviting the universe to support our efforts. Even small, seemingly insignificant steps can have a profound impact, setting into motion a chain of events that lead to the manifestation of our desires. The key is to act consistently and intentionally, trusting that each action is a building block towards the life we envision. Moreover, the law of action reminds us that inaction is also a form of action, one that can keep us stuck in patterns of stagnation and unfulfilled potential. By neglecting to act, we deny ourselves the opportunity to grow and evolve. Therefore, this law calls us to embrace a proactive approach to life, to move with purpose and direction. It is not enough to merely wish for change. We must be willing to step out of our comfort zones and take the necessary actions to bring our dreams to fruition. The law of correspondence reveals the profound connection between our inner world and our external experiences. It teaches us that the reality we perceive is a reflection of our internal state, our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. If we are experiencing turmoil in our outer world, it is often a signal to look inward and address the discord within. This law invites us to take full responsibility for our lives, understanding that by transforming our inner world, we can create a corresponding change in our outer circumstances. This law is a powerful reminder that we are the architects of our own lives. The patterns we see in our relationships, careers, and personal growth are often mirrored by the thoughts and emotions we nurture within. If we want to change what we see outside, we must first change what is happening inside. This means cultivating a mindset of positivity, gratitude, and abundance, which will then be reflected in the situations and people we attract into our lives. By mastering the law of correspondence, we learn that true transformation begins within. External changes are often temporary, unless they're rooted in a shift in our internal state. The law of attraction is one of the most widely recognized universal principles, encapsulating the idea that like attracts like. It teaches us that our thoughts, feelings, and beliefs act as powerful magnets, drawing into our lives experiences that resonate with our inner state. This law reminds us that we are co-creators of our reality, and by focusing on what we desire with positivity and intention, we can attract those experiences into our lives. The energy we emit, whether positive or negative, is what we attract back to ourselves. At its core, the law of attraction is about the power of focus and belief. When we focus on positive thoughts, coupled with strong emotions such as love, joy, and gratitude, we align ourselves with the frequency of what we desire. This alignment creates a powerful magnetic force that draws similar energies into our lives, manifesting as opportunities, relationships, and experiences that reflect our inner state. Conversely, when we dwell on fear, doubt, or negativity, we attract circumstances that echo these lower vibrations. This law encourages us to be mindful of the thoughts and emotions we cultivate, as they directly influence the reality we experience. The law of attraction also teaches us the importance of clarity and intention. To attract what we truly desire, we must be clear about what we want and believe that it is possible. Doubt and fear act as barriers, disrupting the flow of positive energy and attracting unwanted outcomes. By cultivating a mindset of faith and unwavering belief, we open ourselves to the abundance of the universe. This law is a powerful tool for manifesting our dreams, but it requires us to take responsibility for our inner world, aligning our thoughts and emotions with the reality we wish to create. The law of cause and effect is a universal principle that underscores the idea that every action we take generates a corresponding reaction. This law is often referred to as karma, and it reflects the truth that nothing happens by chance. The circumstances we find ourselves in today are the direct result of our past actions, thoughts, and decisions. By understanding this law, we are reminded of the power we hold in shaping our future through the choices we make in the present. This law teaches us that our lives are a reflection of the seeds we plant through our actions and thoughts. Positive, constructive actions lead to positive outcomes, while negative, destructive behaviors bring about negative consequences. There is no escaping this principle. It is an immutable law that governs all aspects of our lives. By acknowledging this, we can begin to see the interconnectedness of our choices and their outcomes, understanding that nothing exists in isolation. Each decision we make sets off a chain reaction that influences not only our lives, but the lives of others and the world at large. The law of compensation is rooted in the principle of fairness and balance, teaching us that the universe rewards us in direct proportion to what we give. This law operates on the premise that every act of kindness, generosity, or service we perform generates positive energy that eventually returns to us, often multiplied. It is a reminder that nothing given in love or goodwill is ever wasted. The universe ensures that we receive compensation for our efforts, even if it doesn't come in the form we initially expect. This law encourages us to give freely and abundantly, knowing that the energy we put out will come back to us in some way. This law also teaches us that compensation is not limited to material rewards. The returns we receive can manifest in many forms, through opportunities, relationships, personal growth, or a deep sense of fulfillment and joy. The law of compensation invites us to focus on the quality of what we give rather than the quantity. It is not about giving to receive, but about giving from a place of genuine love and compassion, trusting that the universe will provide for us in return. Moreover, the law of compensation reminds us to be patient and trust in the timing of the universe. Sometimes, the rewards of our actions are not immediately apparent, but they are always in motion, working their way back to us. This law encourages us to continue giving, even when the returns seem delayed, understanding that the universe is always fair and just. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy teaches us that energy is always in motion, constantly changing forms. This law is a powerful reminder that nothing in the universe is static. Everything is in a state of flux, continuously transforming. High vibrational energy, such as love, compassion, and joy, has the power to elevate and transform lower vibrational energy, like fear, anger, and sadness. This law invites us to be conscious participants in the flow of energy around us, recognizing that we have the ability to influence and transmute the energy in our lives. It empowers us to take responsibility for the energy we cultivate within ourselves and the energy we contribute to the world. It teaches us that even in challenging situations, we have the power to shift the energy by changing our perspective, thoughts, or actions. When we choose to operate from a place of high vibration, we not only uplift ourselves, but also positively impact the energy of those around us. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy reminds us that we are not passive recipients of the energy around us, but active creators, capable of transforming our circumstances through our energetic choices. Resistance to change can create stagnation and block the natural movement of energy. By staying open to transformation and trusting in the process, we allow energy to flow freely, bringing about positive shifts in our lives. This law teaches us to be adaptable and to use our awareness to transmute any lower vibrational energy we encounter into higher states of being. The law of relativity teaches us that all experiences in life are relative, shaped by our individual perspectives. This law reminds us that no situation is inherently good or bad. Rather, it is our perception that assigns value and meaning to our experiences. By understanding this principle, we can learn to view challenges and difficulties not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities for growth and learning. This shift in perspective enables us to approach life with greater resilience, knowing that every experience has the potential to teach us something valuable. When we recognize that each person's experience is relative to their own life circumstances, we become more compassionate and less judgmental. The law of relativity invites us to see the world through the eyes of others, to understand that what may seem trivial to one person could be significant to another. This broader perspective fosters deeper connections and a more harmonious coexistence with those around us. By embracing the relativity of our experiences, we can cultivate a more balanced and empathetic approach to life. The law of relativity empowers us to find strength in our challenges by comparing them to the greater context of our lives. What may seem difficult in the moment can be seen as a stepping stone towards a higher understanding or a greater achievement. This law teaches us to use relativity to our advantage by reframing our experiences and finding the lessons within them. In doing so, we can transform perceived negatives into positives, recognizing that everything is relative, and it is our perspective that defines our reality. The law of polarity reveals the inherent duality in all things, teaching us that opposites like light and dark, hot and cold, and joy and sorrow are simply different expressions of the same phenomenon. This law is a reminder that life is a balance of contrasts, and it is through these contrasts that we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world. By recognizing the duality in all things, we can learn to find value and meaning even in challenging situations, knowing that they are an essential part of the whole. The positive and negative are two sides of the same coin. For example, we cannot fully appreciate joy without having experienced sorrow, nor can we understand the value of light without having known darkness. The law of polarity teaches us to see the interconnectedness of opposites, recognizing that one cannot exist without the other. By applying the law of polarity to our lives, we can learn to reframe our challenges and view them as opportunities for growth. This law empowers us to find the positive aspects within negative situations, turning adversity into advantage. The law of rhythm teaches us that life operates in cycles, much like the tides, seasons, and phases of the moon. Everything in the universe has its own rhythm, a natural flow that governs the rise and fall of events in our lives. This law reminds us that nothing is permanent. The good times and the bad times alike are part of a larger cycle. By understanding and working with these rhythms, we can navigate the ups and downs of life with greater ease and grace, knowing that each phase is temporary and necessary for our growth. We are encouraged to embrace the natural ebb and flow of life rather than resisting it. When we align ourselves with the rhythms of the universe, we become more attuned to the timing of events, allowing us to act with greater wisdom and patience. The law of rhythm teaches us that there is a time for everything, a time for action, and a time for rest, a time for growth, and a time for reflection. By honoring these cycles, we can live in harmony with the natural world, finding balance and stability in the midst of life's changes. The law of rhythm offers us a sense of reassurance during challenging times. It reminds us that just as the tides rise and fall, so too will the difficulties in our lives eventually pass. This understanding gives us the strength to persevere, knowing that better times are ahead. The law of gender reveals that everything in the universe embodies both masculine and feminine qualities. This law is not just about physical gender, but about the balance of energies within all things. The masculine energy is associated with action, logic, and assertiveness, while the feminine energy is linked to intuition, nurturing, and receptivity. Both energies are essential and complementary, and balance between them is key to a fulfilling and harmonious life. This law encourages us to recognize and harmonize these aspects within ourselves, regardless of our physical gender. When we are overly reliant on one energy, we become imbalanced, which can lead to issues in various aspects of our lives. For instance, too much masculine energy without the counterbalance of feminine intuition can lead to burnout and a lack of emotional fulfillment. Conversely, an overemphasis on feminine energy without the masculine drive can result in passivity and unfulfilled potential. By understanding and applying the law of gender, we can create a more authentic and balanced life. Following that, we honor both the active and receptive aspects of our nature, to take decisive action when necessary, and to also allow ourselves to be guided by our intuition and inner wisdom. When we achieve this balance, we align ourselves with the natural order of the universe, leading to a life that is both productive and fulfilling. As we come to the end of this exploration into the 12 universal laws, we are reminded that these principles are not just abstract concepts. They are the very fabric of our existence. Each law offers us a profound truth about the nature of reality and our place within it. They invite us to live with greater awareness, responsibility, and intentionality, recognizing that we are not passive observers of our lives, but active participants in the creation of our reality.